What's up, Raiders? TristenWulf here, bringing you another Raid Shadow Legends video, and today is the ICE Golem tournament, part of the Fusion event. So if you're going for this Fusion event, and you probably should not be, you're going to need to farm the ICE Golem. Now we're going to talk about the ICE Golem for a minute, but first, I just want to point out again, in case you've been living under a rock and don't know this, October is going to be loaded. We'll probably have a Halloween Fusion. We are strongly suspecting we're going to have a Titan event for April, and then either a Deck of Fate or some other form of event to get Leonardo. It's because they're coming at us heavy. First of all, this Fusion event is especially punitive. The cost to do this Fusion events through the roof, and they're sneaking in a Soul Chase event to suck away all of your soul stones to get at these prism crystals, and they're doing a prism event that's going to have a chance at getting Leonardo, and it probably is the best way to get Leonardo if you spend tons of money, but it's still just a chance, to like a 6% chance, and it will feel so bad to go heavy on that for a 6% chance, only to have them drop an event where you can basically get them for free if you didn't blow through all your resources. So just be careful. I really think this Fusion is a skip for the majority of the players. I know his kit looks amazing, and he looks cool as hell too, right? I mean, look at this guy. What a badass. But me, I'm skipping it. But for those of you who aren't, who are wanting to go hard in the ICE Golem tournament and pick up your wolf, I'm going to go over the ICE Golem and some tips and tricks for how to beat it and how to score as high as you can in it. First, the ICE Golem is a tournament you are probably not going to farm unless it's a tournament, because the gear sets, well, let's be real, they're kind of bad. Life set, offense set, defense set, crit rate set. These are all the basic starter sets. They have really high value early game, but as you get into later game, you kind of ditch all these. Now, there are some good ones. You know, the retaliation set is pretty badass. Cursed and provoked sets can be used here and there, so there are some decent ones, but predominantly there are better places, better gear bang for your stamina buck. But it is a tournament, so let's go ahead and farm it. Now, I'm just going to jump into a stage here so we can look at the boss guide and talk about Clysis. Clysis, the ICE Golem. When he, and mind you, you got to go through waves of mobs to get to him. So you got to make sure you have the ability to get to him. And when you get to him, these are the things he does. Frost Nova. It's just an AoE attack that does damage. It's really plain and simple. He hits you and it hurts. Numbing Chill. He attacks all enemies with a 50% decrease accuracy, which sucks. You'll want to have a cleanser if you want to use a debuff team to get through this, because 2 turns of loss of accuracy, it's really rough if you're running a poison-based team. Frigid Vengeance passive. Attacks all enemies one time whenever Clysis' HP drops below 80%, 60%, 45%, 30%, 15%. He's got 5 thresholds that when you cross a threshold, it's automatically going to trigger an AoE attack that will ignore 50% of your defense. So you want to stack HP over defense on your survival units, on your support units for this. And it has a 20% chance to freeze you for 1 turn. And that the chance of freeze buff increases to 60% total for each ally alive. And the freeze chance increases by 40% for each of his allies alive. So if you leave both of his allies alive, it is a 100% chance to freeze your team. That means he penetrated your defense and he froze you for a turn, which means on another turn, he's going to get an AoE attack. It's very hard to live through it, and he's really good at bursting you down. He's also immune to stun, freeze, sleep, block, provoke, poke, passive, proof, fear, petrify, all of the control him or make him easy to beat. Debuffs, also immune to HP exchange effects, HP bouncing effects, and cooldown increasing effects. Now you can reduce his bar to give you more time between hits, but you can't slow his skills down. Couple other things. Almighty Strength. Damage from skills that scale up enemies max health can exceed 10% of the boss's max HP when attacking the boss. That is standard for pretty much every major boss, and all ally turn meter reduction effects are decreased by 50% when used against the boss. So if you got something that reduces his turn meter by 100%, nope. Only reduced it by 50, but it's still a good way to control it. what a pain in the ass, right? What a pain. You're going to get frozen. You're going to get AoE stomped. You're going to get controlled. He's got allies that you got to deal with. Well, there's a couple of ways to fight this guy. First, the easiest way, I think, is you go into your filters, you check out your debuffs, and you look for a very specific debuff. This one here with the wings and the padlock on it. This is stop people from coming back to life. If you've got a good source of this skill, when you kill his friends, they never come back. And that's going to permanently reduce his freezing skill to a 20%. You have to worry about controlling them anymore, the damage that they do, wasting attacks into them. But as you can see, of all of my heroes, I've only got 3, and they're kind of conditional. Like Armiger, it only works when he is the one to attack and kill with a specific skill, and you got to hope he hits the ad and not the boss. Not the easiest needle to thread. So here's the trick. Go in looking for poison debuffs. Either of these, not both, one or the other. Poison debuffs, because if you cross a threshold, with poison, it will not trigger the threshold, it will not trigger that attack, it will not trigger that freeze. So if you can control his turn meter and use poisons, especially if you've got a nice poison detonator, Venomage is money here. And I just took him off my team. Get back on there. Venomage is money here. His A1 skill detonates poisons. He places poisons. And if you have got the Rat Man, Nishnak, this is suddenly super easy. And if you really want to drive it home, Eleneril, her combustibility to instantly activate all poisons. You can jump across 2 or 3 thresholds in just her S3. I'm going to go ahead and run Geomancer as my turn meter reducer. You could run other turn meter reducers like Cold Heart, or anybody that can knock that turn meter down. Alice is okay with her whirlwind attack. And then of course I need somebody to get the debuffs off me. I'm going to run Preva as my cleanser and healer and buffer on the team. Let's jump in and show you how a debuff team, how cleanly it slices through. Level 25 boss. Also pay close attention to the element of the boss and make sure you're taking in elements that work into the elements. You don't want to go in with a weak element, makes things difficult. All right. Now, like I said, if you're going with a debuff team, you might want to bring an AoE unit who can help clear these mobs. Somebody like Alice or Tholan, somebody who can like burst through these mobs pretty quickly and help you clear the phase. Because I've got Eleneril and because I got so many poisons, she's going to be able to help clear. So watch, Eleneril's going to go here. She's going to activate all these poisons. All right, so you've got to chew through the first wave of mobs. So if you are struggling with this, maybe swap one of your poisoners out for an AoE unit, maybe Tholan Foulbeard or Alice, or even use Burns. You could run Supreme Gallic. You need somebody to help you clear these mobs so you don't die. But because I've got Eleneril on the team, her ability to detonate the poisons, and Venomage's ability to detonate the poisons, and God love him, Nishnak's ability to stack poisons left and right, we're actually able to just sustain and outlast, and eventually they just start dropping to the poisons one by one. It's quite satisfying to watch the poisons pop and watch the baddies fall down. That one in the upper left-hand corner, watch this. Boop, boop, dead, boop, dead. Oh, it's so good, guys. It's so good. Boop, dead, boop, dead. Okay, now we're on to phase 2. Now, I believe Eleneril's combust skill is up, so Nishnak's going to get some poisons going. Oh, nope, Eleneril's S2, because there was really no poisons. There was bombs, but they hadn't converted to poisons yet. So Eleneril uses her S2, places poisons. Eleneril's a poison dealer. Venomage is a poison dealer. Nishnak is a poison dealer. They are my primary source of damage for this. And then I've got Preva, of course, to bring people back to life when they happen to die, like Venomage just did. And I've got Geomancer for the HP burns, but predominantly for the turn meter reduction. All right. There's the burns and the poisons and the hit. Is he going to drop before Eleneril pops him? I think Eleneril's going to pop him before he drops here. Oh, nope. Good. Eleneral wasn't ready yet. I really want to save Eleneral's skill for the next phase. It is so sexy to see it go off on the boss. Pop. Okay. Here we go. Now we're fighting the boss. There's his 2 adds. Notice his turn meter bar. The yellow bar underneath the H bar's halfway up. So we're going to start stacking poison debuffs. Eleneral detonated, did a little bit of damage there. Not a ton because there weren't that many poisons up, but it is what it is. Let's see. I could probably go into the settings and set it so that Eleneral always uses her S2 before her S3 to make sure we have the best chance of stacking plenty of poisons up. Okay, more poison stacked up. Slice is about to take a turn here. He's going to hit us with an AoE. This is his first attack, so it should just be a big AoE smack. And there is the reduction of accuracy. We got Prava to cleanse that, but you notice how we didn't take an AoE hit. Nobody took any kind of hit that has frozen us. Oh, look at that combustion from Eleneral. We're down around the 40% mark. Once again, Clysis has not done his AoE attack. He's not tried to freeze us yet. It's because we're crossing the thresholds with poisons instead of with physical damage. And because that's how we're pushing the bar down, we're not getting hit with that debilitating freeze and defense penetration skill. Stack more poisons up. I think Eleneral's ready to pop here next round. We got the HP burn. We reset his bar again, so he's not bringing the people back. See how easy it is to control when you got somebody that can manage his turn meter and you got people who can place tons of poison. Eleneral combusts the poisons and down he goes. He never brought his friends back. I love this team. Love this team for fighting the Ice Golem. So if you've got a poison team, even if you don't have a detonator like Eleneral, if you got a Venomage, he brings a lot of power to it. And you can also just bring people who use poison sensitivity, who extend existing debuffs to take the poisons you've got, make them last longer, and then just let him naturally cross the thresholds. All you need is a ton of poisons and then HP and healers and cleansers to keep you alive and keep you rolling. And you'll be surprised how cleanly you can chew through this fight. So there you go. Hopefully that helps you guys farm your Ice Golem. And if this is your first time checking out Ice Golem and you're relatively new and you need a little bit of help, check the link in the description of this video for the best way to start raid, for how to get an insane start. In fact, I'm going to go over how to do it right now. Make sure you click on the link in the description of this video to support me and my channel. Or you can scan that QR code. That works just as well. If you do this, you will get a crazy powerful start with 3 free heroes. You'll start out with the legendary hero Karato, a serious damage dealing hero. This guy drops some nukes. He is fantastic into Fire Knight. He will help carry you through some dungeons, and my God, does he drop some ungodly damage. And when you get to rank 15, at level 15, you will pick up the epic hero Ugo. Ugo is such a strong unit that many people build multiples of her. She's widely regarded as a legendary hero in epic heroes clothing. She's got defense breaks. She can bring your whole party back to life. She can heal your team. Stupid strong unit to have on your team, and you get her for free at level 15. But that's not all. Once you hit level 30, you will get onto your team Lady Annabelle, who is like having a walking, talking lifesteal set for your team right there with you. Her attacks heal your team based on the damage she's done. She can place Revive on Death on your units, and her passive heals her every time one of your teammates or an enemy's teammate dies. It is a crazy passive and a crazy unit to have on your team. And on top of all of that, make sure you go over to the promo code section. And in the promo code section, you can enter one of the many promo codes listed in the description of this video. That way, you will start out the game with 2 legendary heroes, and you will pick up 2 additional epic heroes by level 30. That's 4 free god tier units right at the start of the game. It is the perfect time to start Raid Shadow Legends. But what if you already started? What if you've played in the past? Well, what if you want to make an alt with this insane start? Or what if you want to, I don't know, maybe you downloaded it but never really played it. Now you want to give it an honest shot, but you haven't installed your computer. It's okay. It's okay. This is what you need to do. First, you're going to want to fire up your Plarium account, and then you're going to log out. and uninstall the program. Once uninstalled, you're going to click the link in the description of this video on my YouTube channel or scan that QR code. Once you do that, it's going to take you to a site where you can download Raid. You're going to register using a brand new email and then launch Raid. Complete the tutorial, and once you're in, you're in. Karato will be waiting right there in your inbox. Now it's time to get raiding. Grind up a little bit and get to level 10. It'll only take a few minutes, and once you get to rank 10, the insane hero Tagore will be in your inbox. Now level 10 will be over in the blink of an eye, so it's back to the grind with these two insane heroes. Now once you hit level 20, bam, right there in your inbox, you will have the absolutely broken epic hero Ugo. Now we've got a little bit of work to do. It may take a little bit of grinding, but as soon as you hit level 30, right there will be Lady Annabelle to round out your account. That's two legendary heroes, Karato and the promo code, and three epic heroes, Tagore, Ugo, and Lady Annabelle, to support your team. Fantastic start for Raid. You're going to be so far ahead of other people who didn't use this code. So click on that link right now. Support my channel, support yourself with the best start in Raid. No better time than right now. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, ask them in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and you guys have a great rest of your day. Take care, Raiders.